Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic.
Hello, my name is Jamal.
And I'm Josh, and I'm on the other side again.
Yes, and welcome back to Soul Oasis.
Welcome back, people.
We are your hosts,
Yes.
and you are our followers.
We missed you. We missed you all. We're glad that you are here. And yeah, we're glad to see your face. We're glad that you can see our face at least.
Indeed, we are live both on Riverside and YouTube. No one's on Riverside, though, so YouTube is where we shall be. We have, I don't know what's going on, actually. I have no idea if we're even, no, we should be live yet. We're on excellent. Anyway, here we are. Back again. New month.
It's August.
It's my birthday
August.
month.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
That's okay. I don't want to. You guys are good. I will
Got
be
to be
33.
45. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness, spreading these
26.
Someone
One of
did think I
those
was
two.
like 28 or something, and I was like, oh wow.
They're not too far off.
I will be 33.
Never mind. No, I'm just kidding.
The age Jesus died and the canonical age of Superman in some
So
comics.
you know where he's going this year.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
I've kind of done some things that would make it be pretty bad to get crucified. Also, I'm not worthy to get crucified. Also, it seems really painful. Will you stop knocking everything over?
Maybe upside down.
Yeah, I guess I could go the Peter route.
Maybe sideways. Has that
It
been
still
done?
seems a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it would work. Maybe diagonally.
About
Anyway.
to say diagonal. Okay. Welcome back,
Diagonally.
everybody. We hope you had a good week. Without further ado, yeah, go ahead and check in, Josh. You were saying so go ahead and lead into
it. Raising baby. She's very cute.
Raising baby. Raising canes.
I think nights are going a little bit better. Had a little bit of a medical accident last night with myself.
Oh.
Wait, tinkle.
Yes, exactly. No, I ended up stabbing an unused needle through my finger.
Okay.
And it hurt a lot.
Dang.
Well, it was used then. Yeah, you're right. It's been disposed of. It hurt a lot. And also seeing it go through my finger was probably the worst part of it. Because I'm already afraid of needles. My wife handled it like a champ. The baby slept through all my swearing. Like, it wasn't even bothered.
Excellent.
So yeah, that sucked, but I'm okay now.
That's good.
It's a little swollen, but my cat is trying to gum me. That's why I keep moving my hand. Oh, see, witness the violence. Anywho, pretty good. I've been playing some Warhammer with my brother. I've been trying to build and paint. We saw Spider-Man yesterday. Me and my wife got out of the house. It was our first time away from baby. She stayed with my parents. It was hard for both of us.
Really?
But I was able to do it because my wife was able to do it. She's an amazing woman. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else new. Work will start up soon.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, when do you go back? Because school is starting soon, yes?
I believe August 12th, but I need to get that doubled down and confirmed. Oh, and baptism date, we're thinking about late September or early October.
Okay.
Just so you guys know.
That works better than next week.
It would not be next week. Don't worry, I wouldn't do that. I would give you a lot of heads up. Well, okay, let's not say a lot because it's me. But like I would give you more than a week's heads up.
Maybe, yes.
Maybe. A week and a half. Get up here now.
It's happening. Where are you?
Why aren't you here?
Where? You know where are you?
I'm trying to think of anything else. Life is good. I'm really enjoying being a dad. Life is so much more simple. I don't have all of the what am I gonna do? It's just like, what does baby need?
I feel that.
Yeah, I guess it's a concrete focus.
She's beautiful. She gets more beautiful every single day. I mean, both my wife and my daughter. I do not. I'm slowly getting more and more old every day.
That's true. That's fact.
As we all are.
Yes.
I'm definitely not getting prettier every day. But, that's why I have pretty girls.
Age before beauty.
Yeah, that's my check-in. I feel like I'm missing something important, but Oh, League Classic came out. It's a lot of fun. League of Legends did like how they did the WoW Classic. League of Legends did a
Wow.
classic. World of Warcraft. Um, it was it's fun. Playing old League. My brother was playing it with me, and he was like, "This is no different." And I was like, "Yes, it is. It's worse, and it's beautiful."
Mm.
Um, but yeah, no, that was fun. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh.
Did you have to start all over?
No, they actually kept all of your champions. You can't unlock like
Whack.
you can. I mean, they only have like the original champs, but you can unlock like their classic ugly skins. I wish that they just had those from the start because it's really jarring when you're playing on the classic map and you have like classic skins, and then there's this one guy running around with like a $25 skin with all the animations, and you're like,
Mm.
"What is this? What?" And I'm also just like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah, why would you spend $25?
But yeah, no, I agree with that. But what I mean is that like it's weird when like the whole point of League Classic is to feel like you're playing League Classic again with all the derpy Nintendo 64 character looks, and then all of a sudden there's this one beautifully animated character strutting around, and you're like, "Who are you?"
You're ruining my immersion.
My feet are the size of like the Fisher Price figures.
What?
Meanwhile, you're running around like looking perfect. When we were little, we had like the Fisher Price Knights who had like the giant pizza feet.
Okay.
Yeah, looking like Kingdom Hearts characters.
Yeah, basically, only more goofy. And that's saying a lot because Goofy's in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my check-in. I'll stop rambling.
Jamal,
Yes.
how was your week?
My week was great. I just been on vacation. I went to go see my mom's in Dallas. I really loved her. She was amazing. She enjoyed every second of it. And if she didn't, she better have. It was exciting. I drove down there on Thursday and I got to see her cry. She was crying like a little baby. She
You
was.
got to see her
I
cry.
got to
Wow.
see her cry. I love her. I love my mom to the ends of the earth. And I'm so glad I got to spend some time with her. And I got to see my grandma's side of the family, which was very amazing. I haven't saw them in a long time, so in a few years. So it was very exciting to see them. And then I drove back here, which was good. And then my week started off just like how it always been. My morning client has been out for 2 weeks, so I've been struggling there with work, but I've been out every day. Came back and went out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday. Uh, yeah, so I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. I've been out since last Thursday to today, and I'm exhausted very much.
boss.
But I am excited. I'm going to watch some movies soon. It's going to be fantastic. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Your mother says you do not have to tell them that I was crying. I was so happy to see you, she said.
That's good, but you were crying, and that's okay.
You know what? I have cried multiple times. I almost cried when I I was gone all day Monday playing Warhammer with John,
Yes.
and I got home and saw my daughter Lizzie, and I teared up. So you're I get it. I get it.
See? You're
Just
okay.
being a day away from my daughter made me cry. So your mom has every right to cry.
You do. You do. It's okay. I also watched Avatar, the live action show.
I'm so
Eh,
sorry.
First off, don't do that. Because it's not bad. It's not like the
It
animation.
is bad. What are you
It is
talking about?
not bad.
Oh my goodness.
It
What
is
do you mean?
not
We're starting off on the
bad.
wrong foot today.
It is not bad. It's not like the animated show whatsoever, but it's not a bad show. I think it's like a good. It did very good at putting like the hidden gems in it,
Aang
but
isn't funny. He's serious.
I mean, that is
Change the
true.
story a little bit.
Yeah, but I think they
Yeah.
did that on purpose. Because I mean, if you
Aang
wanted
is
to
supposed to be
watch,
carefree and fun.
but like, look, if you wanted to watch that show, then you could have just watched the animated version.
I think
I
that
agree.
argument's also a little silly too, though, because you're like, we're making a live action this, and they're like, well,
Oh,
you didn't
my
like the
cat-
changes, then go back and watch the other one.
Well, they made the
Huh?
live action before multiple times, and nobody liked those either. So why do the same thing over and over?
Well, they
Well, that
didn't.
one they did the
messed
same
it
thing.
up.
They made Aang serious.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I
everybody
don't know
talking
why
about
hated
the
that.
other ones though.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. M. Night Shyamalan's was terrible because Aang
Yeah, they
was
made
like
Aang
the
serious
most
in that one,
serious
too.
character ever.
They're like, it's Ong.
Yeah,
On
they
the
called him
last
On
M.
too. That was really stupid.
But anywho, I don't.
And One
actually,
Piece
that kind
works
of ties
'cause
in.
even though it's really goofy, they play the characters mostly the same.
No, they
And I get that
don't.
they're well. Okay, this actually ties
Zoro's
into
a
our
little bit
topic.
more serious than
This
he probably
ties
should be.
into our topic, so I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Jamal.
Oh, it's cool.
Please continue.
No, but then I also wanted to talk about the little therapy thing. I didn't not.
Oh yeah, get your thoughts in.
Yeah,
Since you missed it
right.
and
I
didn't
did.
watch it, but your mom did.
Correct. Yeah, good job, Mom. I'm proud of you.
Better fan than Jamal.
Yeah, you are. I would like to say, just real quick, that therapy is important, right? When my dad died, I was offered to go to therapy by our professor or whatever. And I went and I was like, this is just, what am I here for? Because the whole conversation was like, just get everything off your chest. How do you feel? Da 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 da. And I was like, this is pointless. This is just stupid. Like, why am I here? And then it wasn't until like years later where I was like, maybe I do need some therapy. Maybe I do need somebody to talk this out with. And maybe it just depends on the right time and the location for each person, right? Therapy in itself, if you're going to therapy to talk to somebody to think that they're going to fix your problems, then I think you're in the wrong spot, right? I think therapy is more so like an outlet for somebody and someone that can guide you in the right direction, but it's up to you to fix it. I do think that therapists make a lot more money than they should,
Mhm.
but that's just my point of view of it. And I think a lot of people, I can only speak for the Black community, but I think it's always been the thing of like, why would I pay somebody to talk about all my problems when I can just talk to somebody else for free? And I think that's something that
There's some
needs to
that too.
be reevaluated in the sense of that you're talking to a person who has no bias at all towards you. They don't care. All they care about is the money. So what is
And they do care.
I can't tell if you're arguing
We also
for
made
it
the
or
argument
against
like,
it. At
well,
this
maybe
point.
they want you to have your problems so you can come back in and get some more money.
I mean, low key. But I think it's
Did
just
he
like
beat you?
they want the person that's going to therapy
Your mother's
should
on drugs,
be
right?
able to have a spot where they can feel safe and be able to talk about their actions and come up with plans to solve those actions with a professional who's been trained in it,
Yep.
other than like your friend who is either going to be on your side or not be able to tell you in the right way of how to go about your situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do think therapy is important. I do think a lot of people, if they have problems that are strong enough and causing them internal problems, so yeah, maybe go talk to a professional about it. Definitely seek help. If you don't think you can do it yourself, seek help. And I know a lot of people are going to watch this and be like, well, therapy this, therapy that. But think about the rare occasions where it's somebody that's going through depression or somebody that's going through like being alone, anxiety, someone who's going through narcissism, whatever it is, somebody's going at the extreme of what you are. And they might need somebody to talk to them through something else, something that you can't do. Maybe something that I'm not feeling right now. If I am feeling happy with myself, I might not think therapy is the place to go. But if somebody's not feeling happy with themselves, maybe they need a friend to talk to that is getting money from them. So I just think,
Hmm.
I think people need to evaluate what therapy is and who therapy is for. But yes, that's my check-in. Wah, 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 wah.
Nice. My week was fine. Got a lot of work.
Every time.
Worked every day.
Would you like to elaborate?
No, I mean, it's just the work.
Did you do anything fun this week?
On Monday? It was Monday, yeah. Maybe it's Sunday.
What did you do,
I went
dog?
to Texas Roadhouse with my cousin. He was in town.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that was a free meal. And then we were gonna see Spider-Man on Thursday, but it was too packed. We didn't want to sit in bad seats, so we didn't go. Then door dashing. Yeah, both for myself, ordering the food and going and delivering it. So
Oh, cool. I didn't know you were door dashing doors.
yes. I usually don't.
Okay.
Anyway,
Get that hustle.
wait a minute.
Get your hustle on. You know what? I'm sorry.
I like
No,
it.
that's okay. I liked it.
I went to
It's so
Texas
good.
Roadhouse this weekend and
Heck, you getting the Texas
the
Roadhouse?
salmon and with some shrimp on the side.
I feel like there's better salmon. That place is actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, for what
We
I
did
would
not
thought growing up.
go to Texas Roadhouse.
That's sad. Well, I guess the steak, I don't know. I didn't look at the steak prices, but I'm assuming steak is expensive. Like
My
60,
12
70.
ounce ribeye was $24.
Really?
Yeah.
Day
With my
before
size.
yesterday, I just held Lizzie all day. That
That's
is
beautiful.
literally all I did. It was the most wonderful day I've ever had. Yes, I am boring now. I just held her and theory crafted Warhammer lists. That's what I did.
Mm.
I'm a fun person to be around.
You're so fun. You're so fun.
Yeah.
It'll all come to fruition in like 5 years when she can talk and think and be like, all right, I have these lists. They're no longer, applicable.
Yeah. We're
because,
like in a billionth edition, but
we're in 13th edition right now. But
I'm becoming Mace Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist. Let's just hope I don't meet the same fate.
I had to say, is like, you're just picking
but like
everybody
the
who
part where
dies
he's
terribly.
like, "This is my daughter. Look at her. She's beautiful."
The bread. It was my first time going to Texas Roadhouse, by the way. And
Are you serious?
yeah.
That's crazy.
No, we just never really went out like that.
You just went straight back to it.
I mean, we didn't go out too much, but that's crazy. Living in Texas, that's the first
Yeah.
time. Like,
All right.
never been to Whataburger. Oh.
A couple housekeeping things. One,
I thought you were about to say something.
I don't know if this viewer's on today, but one of our viewers I know just closed on a house on Thursday, I believe.
Oh, good
Yes,
job.
congratulations.
We love
Congrats
that.
to you guys.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you guys. You guys deserve it. You worked super hard.
Yeah, close on the house.
Your hard work paid off.
It did.
Second thing, we will get back to our check-ins on our projects. I'm sorry, I'm the one who derailed that. We will get back to that. I promise. Our schedule has just been a little thrown off because I disappeared. But yeah, we're gonna get more into a thing. Third, let us know what you guys think. We're gonna try it probably this week. But me and Dom are thinking about having a little midway through the week video that's a little bit more nerdy, kind of just kind of us talking about nerd stuff. I know not everyone is interested in that, so people who want to hear it or want to try it do. But if you're not into that stuff, I don't want you guys to be like, oh well, I'm gonna push myself through it. I'm sure it'll be funny because it's me and Dom, and other than being funny looking, we do tend to be funny together. Jamal said he'll jump in on some of them, but he doesn't want to be associated with us.
No.
he says that he has an image to upkeep, and we're like, image? And he's like, you guys wouldn't know because you don't have one.
And I was like, don't make me turn these lights off. Disappear.
Where'd it go?
Oh man, the pictures.
Oh, yeah, I
Remember
have it
the
still, actually,
you
that's
have that
crazy.
picture still? That
Yeah,
was
I
funny.
do.
That was funny. The picture at Elena's party. That was something else. Anyway, um, moving on to our topic today. I'm a little bit of a disorganized mess in my brain, so go easy on me, everyone. But we kind of wanted to talk about how to write.
Oh,
Oh,
I
do you need
forgot.
to?
Hold
Is there
on.
something you need to throw in,
No,
or
keep going.
okay? All right.
Oh yeah.
How do we write conflicting views in a storyline or conflicting characters? Because one thing I have noticed. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give everyone motion sickness by moving my chair around. Um, I got the idea from if you guys, any of you guys play games in the new Halo game. It's not really new, I guess. It's a remake of the first Halo. Um, they've added in characters that kind of flesh out the story, and they add in an ODST character. And ODST characters, the orbital drop, ODST or orbital drop shock troops. Yeah, they they were like the elite before the Spartans were made. And I promise all this is important. I know it's a lot of sci-fi jargon. Um, Spartans are super soldiers, and now these really elite dudes who have worked really hard, think like Navy SEALs, basically. These dudes who have worked super hard, reached the peak human physical limit. Hello, cat. And now all of a sudden there's this dude who got experimented on and he can do things that you could never do. And in the lore, there's always been an establishing that the ODSTs are quite resentful of the Spartans. But they added in a new character in the classic Halo game who's supposed to exhibit that. The problem is that for some people, that she is a woman and very abrasive and is always um just talking crap to Master Chief, the main
Mhm.
character, who's supposed to be like a a galactic wide hero at this point. Like Master Chief is not like an unknown. Yes, he hasn't reached the level of fame that he does after Halo 1 in the timeline, but he's still like a Captain America level fame, like, you know, how Captain America was in World War 1. World War 2, sorry. Um yeah, so a lot of fans got very angry and they're like, "Oh, it's just another girl boss character, blah blah blah." I don't think that's what they were going for. I think they were trying to really bring this classic ODST ideal into the first game. I think it just wasn't executed in a way that worked because unfortunately, um, it just doesn't work that like she would be this abrasive towards like this guy who is seen as like the hero of the war already. Like if it was a random Spartan, there's a great little direct to video thing that Halo made called Halo Legends, I believe,
Mhm.
where they had a whole bunch of different Japanese studios animate different stories. It's a really fun watch if you're a Halo fan. And they actually have a story where it's a squad of ODSTs working along a Spartan, and it does that story perfectly. And like how like they don't like her, but they're still really professional and do their job, but they're resentful of her. Where like as far as I can tell, I haven't played the Halo thing. I've just seen some cutscenes. So if you have, correct me if I'm wrong. I do not want to spread stuff that's going to cause more hate because you know that's the last thing we need. Um, it just seems like she just takes unnecessary shots at Chief, and no one corrects her on it. Like Sergeant Johnson's right there. And I'm like, Sergeant Johnson's just gonna let her say that to Chief? Like I get Chief just going like, whatever. Like he doesn't need to prove himself to anybody. But like this dude has saved entire worlds at this point. This guy has like turned the tides of entire fights on his own, and people have witnessed it. This is not, he's not some unknown dude, and this lady is just talking crap to him. So I'm saying this is how in stories can we do conflicting point of views without it seeming abrasive? Because I think you're supposed to understand where she's coming from. I think a good example of this is Magneto and Xavier. Even though Magneto has crazy ideals, you're not sitting there hating Magneto. You're going like, okay, I see what his argument is. He is wrong and he's the bad guy, but you're not sitting there like going like, oh, Magneto drives me crazy. So there's got to be a way to balance this thing of like having conflicting ideas in a story without making one just look absolutely abrasive and the other one looking perfect. Does that make sense? I know I went on forever to describe a very simple thing.
Well,
But-
it makes sense, but I think the example you gave is to an extreme one. It's an
Okay.
incredibly recent one, so it was a good one to use. But in this case, it was doomed to fail. No matter if they made it the best, as good as the Japanese one, it would have failed. Because
Really?
one, you're remaking the first game. This isn't new content, but this is new content that you added on to the beginning of one of the most successful games ever made. It's going to be abrasive. The first thing people see is somebody disagreeing with the man you already know is going to save the entire galaxy. It ends up being crap eventually with 4, 5, and Infinite. But this is the man who will save everything. Everybody's played. They've been Chief. And then your first encounter with this new, hey, we're remaking the first one. Isn't this great? Is one, first off, you remade it like it's
Already.
trash. It's absolute garbage.
Oh,
You
okay,
add
wow.
third person. You expand the size of the map so they don't play the same. You got rid of a bunch of classic voice lines. You replaced the faces of developers who worked on the original ones and replaced them with new models. I saw a video with them making all the female NPCs impervious to damage while making all the men be able to be killed.
Apparently that is a thing with hitboxes. There's been some tests. It's like the hitboxes are broken. I don't want to spread that they
sure.
actually
Okay. Well,
research needed just
I don't care. I'll spread it.
Okay.
All right. That studio has failed Halo completely and utterly. And then the first thing they do is have somebody just, and like Josh says, poorly disagree with Chief and just berate him for freaking ever.
It's poor.
You
it's poor
failed
writing on
Halo
their
this
part.
many times, and this is the first thing you do, and the game has no multiplayer.
All right.
So yeah, I don't care. They could have done it the best writing we've ever seen. It would have sucked.
I agree with everything you're saying, but let's try to keep it to just the narrative side. I do agree with everything you're saying that 343.
Like I said, the narrative side was incredibly foolish. And
It is.
None of us have played through Combat Evolved, so we can't really speak to the true narrative of the game.
But I mean, how could we, let's say we have to work within the confines of adding in this character.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
How would we make her work?
Well, one, the best option would be to not have it in the first place, and then maybe
But let's
add
say we
hints,
had to.
and add hints of her like disgruntlement, because it's completely unacceptable for you to be speaking to not only a superior officer, but a very high-ranking superior Spartan officer, war hero, like this so many times in a row in front of peers.
I think let's go with a good example. Gears of War. Gears of War makes it very clear that Hoffman and Marcus Phoenix have beef right off the bat.
Yes.
But other than just some of the looks they give each other, they're incredibly professional. And that was important to them because they really wanted to write. One of the big points for Gears of War is that they want the characters to feel like real soldiers. They brought in veterans, from my knowledge, to look at the dialogue and make sure that it fit combat and like in between points. Like, does this feel natural? Does this feel real? And I do think that it is really jarring when characters who are supposed to be incredibly disciplined, because you don't make it to something that elite without being an incredibly disciplined person.
The ODSTs
I'm not
were elite.
Yeah, they're the most elite of the elite, as far as you can get when it without enhancements. Um but it doesn't mean that they don't have character flaws, but they would not just like say stuff. I feel like if you're that well trained of a soldier, you would not just pop off and say something out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Maybe
Now,
if you were under intense stress and like
yeah,
the story earned that moment,
yeah. I was about
but
to say maybe if they had built up that one, she's like a very special case who is under extreme pressure and she just couldn't control it anymore. But
yeah.
this is just her normal everyday demeanor.
Yeah, she's just
I'm almost
casually
starting
dropping
to
these.
believe the propaganda, Spartan.
Yeah, like
Huh?
she's just dropping these lines like it feels more like an office worker disagreement than it does like we are on an enemy battleship.
Yeah, that's like a very well-respected employee at your local dealership talking crap to like the freaking chairman and CEO of like freaking Tesla or like Toyota, or you're in the government and you're talking to freaking a 4-star general and you're
And
like, hey,
I think this also has to do
you're a
with
piece
like
of crap.
writers starting to fail to really inhabit their characters, I would say, because that might be something that you or me would do. I don't think that is what a well-disciplined soldier would do.
No,
Someone
not
who's been,
someone that high ranking, that battle tested.
because even late in later games where Master Chief has to like um disobey orders, he's super respectful about it.
Yeah, even in some of these goofy 343 ones, they try to arrest him and
Yeah.
it fails.
Yeah, and even then he's like, I can't follow that order. Like he's just very like, and he only, because the one through line that's good in Halo is Master Chief. You can argue everything else
Yeah.
goes to crap, but Master Chief has been great the entire time.
Yeah, he's Master Chief
Um,
until they made the show.
Master Cheeks. Hate that show. I think that it is very important to know who you're writing, and if you don't understand something about a character, you need to do your research. You need to understand that like not every character should think the way you do, and I think that's part of what causes this, making one side look good, making one side look bad, making blah blah blah, because people try to write only through their point of view. I think we see this in the Captain America, the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, where like they're determined to make John Walker look like a bad guy, but everything they do makes him look good. Like when they're like,
Yeah.
this dude was a high school jock who like had everything he ever wanted, but decided to join the Marines and is re-upped multiple times and is staying to fight for his country. And they're like, what a jerk. And I'm like,
What?
he sounds like a war hero. They're like, he's won multiple medals, saved lives. And I'm like, okay. And then like, he's like, he goes and he's like, it's an honor to be Captain America. I know I'm not Steve, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, yeah, you're not. And I'm like, he just said he's not Steve. Cause I remember me and my wife just looking at each other in confusion while watching the show. We're like, is this man supposed to be evil? And then when he like tries to get Bucky and the Falcon to join him, their entire characters change and they're absolute jerks to him. And I'm like, wasn't the Falcon like led a support group for soldiers and was like super understanding? And then all of a sudden he's just like, nah, you're a horrible person. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Something you're missing in his backstory that makes
And
him
then
be treated like
and then
crap.
the terrorist lady and her friends kill his best friend, and his best friend right before was like, you should take the super soldier serum because if it can save a life and you are able to do it, it's a sacrifice worth taking. So he takes the super soldier serum, and everyone's like, he's a monster for taking the super soldier serum. But I'm like, he didn't take it for himself. He wasn't going to take it until his friend said, if you can save a life with it, then you should do it. If Jamal told that to me, I would do it too. And then his best friend dies, and he hunts down the terrorist and kills him. And everyone's like, I'm like, the terrorist was a super soldier. He wasn't helpless. He was a terrorist super soldier. And like, yeah, should he have killed him in that way? Probably not. But like, I think we can all go like, he's not evil for doing it. It's understandable that and then they jump him and beat him and take the shield. And I'm like, at what point am I supposed to see John Walker as a bad guy?
That's fair. I never actually saw the show.
And
No, I didn't care.
I think it comes from this idea of like that we write from our point of view, and we're losing the ability to like check in with other things and go like, well, of course this character would have this point of view. Of course this, like, why are they thinking the way they're thinking? That, not every character is going to think like Josh. So when I'm writing
Yeah,
them, I can't just be like, oh, well, my character Dominic in the story is gonna hate dancing because I hate dancing.
I get that. I
No.
think that's a good argument. You brought up the Halo game, the new one. There's obviously a conflicting. I mean, there's other problems narratively, like random cutscenes where like the prophet is introducing like his ragtag group of villains, and Master Chief is just watching them. But
Like,
like,
no, you
there's
would not let him
obviously some
talk.
sort of yeah. I was like, why is he not shooting these guys? But well, there's obviously a difference in perspective from the people who wrote Halo and the people who wrote the extra stuff they added into Halo. And it doesn't match. Like you said, it doesn't really work. And they didn't ask a focus group or anybody, hey, does this strike the same chord as this? Because I feel like they would have gotten a very immediate answer.
Well, and also the beauty of the classic Halo is it's a very simple story. It is a very sweet, simple story that suggests so much more. And they're trying to take all the lore that comes later and
And
force it
mash it
into the
in.
first one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. And I kind of want to tie this in a little bit of a segue into adaptations in general, tying it to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think that's what the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender does. It tries to like take everything that happens later and force it into a simpler story. And I guess my issue is that I just one, I don't think there should be a live action Avatar. I don't think it works in live action. And two, it really does feel like it was written by people who are just internet fans of it. Like the Lake Lao guy stuff where like uh what's the girl's name who's their tour guide in
Jody,
Ba Sing Se?
I have no idea.
Judy,
Yes. Trudy?
Ju,
Judy? Julie? No, Julie's in
Judy.
Legend of Korra.
Judy.
Judy. Judy
That's
never says there
true.
is no war in Ba Sing Se in the
No, it's
cartoon.
just based off the meme. They decided to use the meme version stuff, the guy who
And
says it.
that's what bothers me is that like it just seems like every single time or like having like the Sokka Katara sibling love be the thing that gets them through the Mountain of Lovers, which is bizarre. And also like it the Aang Katara thing already was struggling. You don't need to like
I guess some brother sister thing.
you don't need to like already like mess it up like that. And just like I don't know,
It's also weird that
it
they revealed Iroh's past so
so
quickly.
early,
Yeah.
and I will say I do enjoy more Ko the Face Stealer. I think that the Avatar team really messed up introducing such an amazing villain character and just like not using him.
I
So
don't
I
know. I
do
kind of like
enjoy.
that he's just like this random thing out there, and it suggests that there are forces that you may not even know
Yeah.
about.
I just want more of him, especially since he says I will be seeing you again, Avatar. I was like, that seems like a promise.
He stole his
But I guess
face.
he could just mean the Avatar. Like he will see.
The Avatar again. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Whatever. We won't go into that. And the casting on him was perfect. Uh. From what I've seen, I kind of like how they're maybe digging
Uh,
into more of Azula's
insanity.
insanity and trauma. That like she isn't okay. And I will say it is very jarring to see how old she is supposed to be because you don't think about how old she is in the show.
Yeah, she's
But
like
when you see,
17.
but when you see like an actual 17-year-old girl playing her, it is, it does. I will say that is effective. Azula is my favorite Avatar character. I think that she is such a tragic, terrifying individual. Um, I think the actress playing Toph is doing a pretty good job. I saw her scenes. She seems. I don't like storyline what they're doing with Toph, but I think the actress is doing a good job. Um, but it's just little moments where it seems like I just wonder what the live action show is actually offering as an adaptation that you couldn't just get from the original. And it feels like it's just being made to make money, which is what they're all made for. But the artist in me just cringes at that. It is just it just feels wrong. I'm just wondering what you think about that, Jamal. You do not have to agree with me, clearly.
No, no, no. I agree. When I watched both seasons, there were a lot of moments where I was like, what is this? Like the secret tunnel, man, I was so upset because one, it's happening at the exact same time that Boomy is doing his like trials, and he's doing the trials to Aang, but like as soon as Boomy sees Aang, he's like, "Oh, you're the Avatar. You're my old friend." Like there's no like build up
Yeah.
to it, and I was like, "Dang, that's kind of weird." There's a
Made me so
lot
mad.
of there's so many things in it that I'm like, like they literally when they met the kid that like had the wheelchair and was flying or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, there's the airbender, right?" They met him in the show. They met him. Then they met first off his dad, who was like the dude who was building all the machines for the evil dude.
Yeah.
That dude is there for the whole show. Like he's low key like a main character. Like that dude was there from like the beginning of like whenever he shows up, he's like there every episode.
He
Like he's
helped build the
important.
subs that they use in the Day of Black Sun.
Yeah, no, that dude is so important. And I was like, bro, you were there for like one episode, and then you showed up again like two more times. You're there every episode helping him. But I was like, there's so many things in the show where I was like, this is just weird. But I just let my imagination, like, I just had to separate the two and understood that like this is not the animation
Yeah.
whatsoever. Like
I've
whatsoever. And then once I was able to do that, I was like, this is a cool show. It's
do
not the show. It's not
you don't
Avatar.
think it's
Okay.
a problem though that you had to enjoy it all, that you had to separate what the literal source material from it entirely just to try to enjoy it?
I don't because
Because someone made a Jamal the movie and it was some absolute BS, and you're like, you know what? It's not
Well,
really me. Let me separate myself from it
I
real quick.
I think Jamal does have one point that I do want to point out that like uh, I think it I think it speaks volumes of Jamal that like he's kind of like that much of a positive person that he's like, look, this clearly isn't what I want. However, I will enjoy the art for what it
Yeah.
is. I will say that I struggle with the principle, but I do think that that's something that we could learn from, of being like, hey, you know what, maybe I should meet things where they're at. So I didn't think about that, but I think that's really cool, Jamal.
I will
Yeah.
say, yeah, and that's exactly the like mindset that I do have because I know y'all's point of view with things being like verbatim, like how it was. And so when I was watching it, like episode 1, I was
You
like, "Oh,
knew I was
this."
like, "Oh, yeah."
No, I knew episode 1. I was like, "Oh yeah, they hate this." Like,
And
I mean, I knew from the trailer it wasn't gonna be correct.
just to be clear, I don't expect things to be perfect. I get why you say that, because like Lord of the Rings, I love the Peter Jackson films, but they cut out all of Tom Bombadil. There's a ton of differences. I think it just still honors, and this is a nebulous term,
Mhm,
so you
The
can easily catch
vision.
me in hypocrisy here. As long as the thing captures the spirit
mhm.
of what it is. Like I love Thunderbolts.
I did too, actually. You didn't like it, did you?
Because
Oh,
I
you
You
thought it
even
was
said you
though
said you
good,
didn't
but
you said you didn't love Thunderbolts? You gave it like a 6.
no, I like Thunderbolts. I didn't like the Hulk one.
You gave that a higher score. You don't remember when we were talking about that?
Maybe what?
And you said, I was like, "Nah, this was not a good movie." You're like, this is not a bad movie. The Hulk one was not that bad."
Maybe that. Oh, maybe it was right because I
By
feel
the
like
Because you
one of
said
the
the only thing
movies.
you really liked was when he started turning people to like ash on the street.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Thunderbolts was okay. I do not think it was terrible, but I do think for like people are hyping the movie up dramatically. But
Yeah.
the Hulk movie I thought was pretty good because I was like, we haven't had a decent Marvel movie in a long, 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 long time.
Yeah, it's a low bar to
But
hit
go back to
decent.
Avatar though.
oh, but what I was saying about Thunderbolts is that Sentry, one of my favorites, as you guys know, Sentry, my boy, love him, Bob. Um, they didn't get his origin right, but they got the spirit of his origin right.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't done in a way that it wasn't done like Ultron, or one of those things where they like just utterly missed the mark, or Spider-Man. Um, they got Bob and Sentry in a way that like you were like, okay, this captures everything in his origin emotionally and hits every beat, but it isn't like um, you know, he was best friends with Reed Richards and all that stuff, because they couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's less that it's like perfect verbatim, because I understand that they can't do that. They don't have the time or money. I was telling Abby yesterday on the way to the movie of how they could have
Yeah, they
gotten
do.
Ultron correct.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby was like, "Do you know how much time that would have taken to make Ultron be correct?" And I'm like, "No, I get it, and I know that they can't do it perfectly, but like, it is something that's frustrating, because these are characters that like they're popular and cool because of who they are, and when you just start to change things and just use their names,
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, they do have the money. They just
okay,
didn't know how far this was gonna go. When they did
true.
Ultron, that movie cost what, $250 million? Yeah, you had the money.
Well, my
Just
thing
make
is,
you already had Hank Pym.
if you wanted Ultron to work, you had to do multiple films before Ultron.
You did do
Of
multiple films before
Well,
Ultron.
no, but I mean multiple Avengers films of him like throwing enemies at them and being like their helpful little AI friend and being like, "Oh, how do all these guys know your secrets? That's crazy."
Yeah, well, they messed up doing it so early, yes, for sure.
Yeah, because
But
they just like did that in the first 10 minutes of the film, and it was like, this has no impact.
yeah,
But again, like I understand that there are limitations to adaptions, like and also a big thing for animation. No matter how fun they make Aang will never be as fun as he is in the animated, because he's so exaggerated in his animations. They're able to tell so much fun things. that like it just works better in animation. And I'm kind of like, why is there this incessant need in Hollywood to make live action adaptations of things? Like, we did not need a live action Lion King. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
I
Cats'
think it's
faces
because
aren't able to make the expressions.
I think
Like,
it's because we finally got like through our childhoods, we were wishing like, man, I wish there was a live action version of this or this and this. And then they finally started to do it. And it started to work. You got the Iron Man, you got
yeah.
a bunch of new Spider-Mans and Batmans and a bunch of like, oh my gosh, it's happening. It's really happening. But then people are like, well, the money's obviously in the live action adaptations of these things.
And it works for some. I love live action superhero adaptations. I am not really crazy about like things like Avatar or most animes, other than One Piece, which I never saw that one coming. I would have told you that one was going to be a disaster, and I was totally wrong. But like, like the live action Bleach movie, when we were watching it, even though like it just was so bizarre, it was like, I think I just want to go. I just want to go watch the
Death
anime
Note was
now.
insane. Death Note
Yeah.
was so ridiculously
was all.
bad.
The thing that makes me sad is I think that one could have worked. That's the sad thing about Death Note. Like, I think the Death Note one
It could have worked. if
could
they
have
had
been a
tried.
really good. They just were stupid. I don't know how they. But like when people be like, "Oh, live action Naruto," I'm like, I don't know if I want a live action Naruto. I feel.
I don't know. How do you even do that story?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one
While
thing.
he's still a kid, you gotta have
Think
to cast
about-
below his age.
Yeah,
Get
but
a 9-year-old.
I just want think about sexy jutsu in real life.
Oh yeah,
They could do it.
I mean it's fine. If people aren't
But
too sensitive, it's
should they
fine.
do it?
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Like, my thing is that
People will watch it, fine.
I just think about so many of the moments in Naruto that I love, and then I try to think of them in live action, and I'm like, oh.
Just get like a blonde-haired lady, and then he'll transform. Like, really, it worked this well, and then that'll be done. Add some clouds.
I gotta talk about Avatar real quick, and then we can get off. The dude,
Yeah.
Okay, so I got pros and cons for it. Mind you,
It's been 50 minutes. Okay,
like I said, you got to disbelief and keep them separated, right? But
Yes.
I struggled even to the last episode. I struggled because I love Avatar is like one of my favorite shows ever. So season 1 to season 2, Aang, he hit puberty from season 1 to season 2.
This kid.
The dude's voice and everything, facial, everything changed. I was like, did they recast? Like, it was the same. It was terrible from that point of
It
view.
hasn't even been that long.
No, so I was like, dang, you're growing up really quick. But I really love what they did with Azula. They did really great making her crazy, like showing that she's like getting up there. She didn't start off crazy. She's actually started off like, they did really good with her. Like, I'm kind of like so surprised of how good they did with her.
I'll let you just say this.
2 is the Fire Lord.
I guess.
They did good with him. They made him.
Why are we seeing him?
Oh yeah, I don't know, but they did really good of making him like I was low key rooting for him. Like, they kind of changed.
I mean,
him.
yeah, they just made him the good guy.
They made him really like burning his son, everything they did for him. I was like, dang, was he right? Like, am I supposed to be a Fire Nation?
Child abuse.
He feels like a Greek hero.
Nah, because they were like, they did it really good. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, you're not that bad. Like, yeah, like you're just.
And then he's like, he has to learn the lesson. And I'm like,
yeah.
You actually had reasons for doing all this stuff?
Like, his reasons behind it, I was like, huh.
Well, he said that in the show too. In the show, he
later,
was like,
yeah, but like they did this episode
at the
like
beginning,
3.
we're like, man, you just burned your son for nothing.
Yeah, he was
because you're
like,
weak. Thanks, Mark Hamill. All right,
he was so strategic about everything. I didn't like what they did with Uncle Iroh. I don't know, because Uncle Iroh is my favorite character. Well, Toph is my favorite character. Uncle Iroh is my second favorite character, and I just didn't like Uncle Iroh.
No, he didn't have his personality. He was way too serious.
Yeah,
and they revealed his sadness. Episode 3.
What's her the Kyoshi Warrior girl?
Kyoshi Warrior.
I forgot her name.
Suki
the Island. He didn't even do it.
Didn't like her.
That whole section didn't even exist.
No, they cut out a lot, and then they what really made me upset was that they went. Like I said, they're 2 different shows, so they went so off. And then eventually you're like, okay, this is just not even Avatar. And then they bring in something like
sexist
Painted Lady, right? They brought in a flower, and mind you, how I told you the dude that could fly in a wheelchair, his dad was there the whole show. his dad has some girlfriend who like comes out of nowhere. And his girlfriend has this flower, and the flower is called a painted lady. And she's talking about it, right? Mind you, for 2 episodes.
And this isn't Bossing Say, by the way. This is not like
exactly.
They don't even go to the swamp area thing.
They don't. They missed the whole thing. And then she's like, they don't even talk about, like, they were so off script, and then all of a sudden it's the painted lady. And then like 2 episodes later, she's dressed up as the painted lady, fighting with Zuko, who's
the Blue Spirit. I know. I was like, when did this become Daredevil?
Okay. I was like, all right, what's happening? And then they all get they all get arrested. As soon as they get to Boston saying they all get arrested, I'm like, bro, what is going on? But like I said, if you just don't think of it as the animated, it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was
if this was your first, so it's like what I said about the Wheel of Time. If this is your first introduction to the Wheel of Time, you didn't read any of the books, you probably enjoy this.
Yeah,
if you did, you're gonna hate it every second.
Exactly, literally. If you've never seen it animated, you'd be like, okay, this.
That makes me so sad because I'm like, if people do watch these new things first, they're not gonna know what the original author intended, and that just feels like,
God forbid, they love the live action Avatar and they go watch the animated. They're like, this show sucks. This isn't. Why is Aang goofing off all the time? Sokka's a sexist loser. I hate.
And to me, it feels like what I struggle with is that I'm like, that's not what the original author intended, and it feels disrespectful.
That's why they left the show.
But what I will say, I really did like the fights, the airbending fights for sure.
The fights are very cool.
They did make it look cool.
Awesome. And the fact that they did a really good job of like not making it seem like you can see the air, you can see like the wind, like brush the dirt.
Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to make it work because in the show you can tell when air is being used. Aang is doing stuff. He just gets blasted away. I didn't even see. What did you use? I was expecting like a Kamehameha or something there.
Yeah. Then they showed the fight, which I really loved. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. They showed the fight between the Fire Nation and the Airbenders, like how they all got destroyed.
Yeah,
and it was intense.
It was cool, but also I was like, why are we seeing it?
I don't know.
Like people need to learn. Like you don't need to see every little bit.
Well, that's what the animated show did so well. Like
you see Mangyatsu's corpse and like 20 firebenders dead around. You're like, oh, he took care of business. Now you're like, Aang?
It's actually more tragic, I think, when you see the aftermath because it feels so.
Like, oh, there's a war.
And then Mangyatsu was defeating people left and right, and then he defeated everybody but like what's his name? The main Fire Lord at that time,
Sozin.
Yeah,
Sozin. Yeah, Sozin came up there,
and he was like, if we didn't have the comet, y'all would have won. Just killed him. I was like, oh, dang.
I hate that. It's more impersonal and sad when it's just like they just got overwhelmed.
They were destroying the firebenders. I ain't gonna
Instead
lie.
of like Sozin coming himself, that just feels so like superhero. Like it's me.
Literally, he was like
they still did the ambush. Where they showed them there on the temple, but it wasn't like a pure huge numbers. What's going on sort of thing. Well, I mean, it wasn't what's going on, but then they're like, okay, and then you saw 15 unnamed airbenders. You're like,
bro, it was like one airbender took out 20 firebenders, like every single time. I was like, y'all are killing this. But no, I think if you haven't watched it,
dude, I stopped in the middle of that before they got to the North Pole with my mom because I was watching with her.
Yeah,
and I started watching the original show, and I finished the whole season.
No, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm watching the original show now after watching it. But like I said, they're not the same show. So just go into it.
Me and Jamal would watch all of Avatar every single night.
For everything?
I've watched it.
Or do you think is there a limit where you're like, this is so far off that it's like disrespectful?
I think,
as long as it's not real life biopic people who existed, it's okay.
I think One Piece did a pretty good job of making it a live action show. I don't even know why I think I like One Piece a live action show, because going into it, I didn't
like how serious Zoro was, but that's about it.
But I do think that if you want to do a re-animated thing or what's the word? Live action anything, remake of something, try to keep it close to the original, right? Avatar did not. So I would have been cool if there would have been like Avatar: The Last Airbender
reimagined
or something, like just add something to it.
I think they should have just done Kiyoshi live action and made it like a
I don't know about that.
darker political twist thing.
Oh.
You have all your cool stuff with Kiyoshi, and then you don't have to like
Do an alternate
match
story.
anything. That was one thing that was
tie it in.
I really respect about the guy who's doing the Resident Evil movie that's coming out.
Yeah, it's its own guy. It's another story.
Well, he's a huge fan, and he's like, look, this is happening in the Resident Evil universe. It's in the game universe. It's a breakout somewhere, but I'm not going to do a story with the main characters. That story's already been told. It's been told really well. This is just a movie set in the universe. And I'm like, that is awesome. That's so good.
That is good, yeah.
And it lets you like, and then you can use live action in a way that fits with it, like really telling a gritty, down to earth story. And I feel like we should be using live action less to adapt things and tell a cool story within a universe that's been animated and be like, oh, this is really
it would have been cool to get like a whole new story with the original creators when they were still attached to it. Doing it in live action, and then you see references to their show. You might see Aang fly by or something. And
I just feel like that's
characters.
a better way to do it instead of like, let's retell the same story over and over. Just do it like it's a game of telephone that's going horribly wrong, but it gets worse and worse each adaptation. And I'm like, why not just be like, oh, hey, cool. Like
that's why Fallout and stuff like that works so well.
Yes,
it has like 10 Emmy nominations because you don't see these characters, but you get references to New Vegas. All right.
Yes,
and I got to see my character's outfit on the NCR over here. And
then the Fallout, like it's set in the game universe, but like it's like, hey, we're telling our own story set in this universe. Like,
and
then you can't mess up as much stuff. You know what I mean?
If you have to do it, maybe like Jamal said, kind of the audience and the creators need to temper people's expectations. I should think they should try to like make it closer, but just tell them like, hey, listen, we don't have enough time and it's live action. We can't do things exactly the same, but we're going to hit these points.
Which you should, I as an audience member, you should have those expectations that it won't be perfect. If you're going in expecting the exact same thing, go watch the original.
That's what happened when
I know
Dragon
that
Ball
we were
Evolution
talking about that.
Came out, and people were like, "What's going on?"
That was the behind the
that?
scenes on that is crazy. Apparently,
Yeah, that's the only time. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Evolution. For everybody else who doesn't know, Dragon Ball Evolution is a live action Dragon Ball Z movie. Or technically, I guess it's Dragon Ball because
it's supposed to be Dragon Ball
because it's kind of a mix, but like it's the Demon King Piccolo.
They just decided to make him a high schooler.
They look like airbenders using like art technology. I don't know what they're doing.
It feels like Disney Channel got a hold. It feels like Disney Channel got a hold of the rights for Dragon Ball and tried to make their.
It feels like
that's how bad it is.
What's that movie on Disney that was like the superheroes at the high school?
Sky
High. Yeah,
it's like that.
Okay.
Even worse.
Crazy bad.
And then Chi-Chi's like this Asian person he's trying to get with. And like he's like doing stuff on cars. I don't know what I don't even remember because it's
a horrible movie.
He's fighting Piccolo, but then at the end he's dressed as like Piccolo. Like
Goku?
Like no, he's wearing like a pseudo mix between like something I would wear, like the sweatpants, and like
they tried to adapt like
to
Goku's,
American sportswear.
Yeah,
but like he was Demon King Piccolo, but then he starts to look like his son.
Yeah,
that's another thing. But anyway,
they were trying to market it. Was
no,
bad.
It's not as bad. Any of these live action things we talked about, but we can't allow it to go in that direction where you don't give people any heads up to like, hey, we're making this, we're changing everything.
Yeah,
all right, we have something better in mind. But that's when it's the worst. When people say like, or for Halo, this is an evolved version of the original Halo, and it's just straight up worse in every regard. All right, even your design. When you have Master Chief over here wearing his Needler outfit, what?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I want to know is what someone had to write this out, right? And someone had to be like,
"This is it.
This is the remake we're making right here." And they
we
had
should
to
have Uncle
love it.
Iroh not make any jokes or or be fun to talk to, and we should review all this. No, you don't understand. This is way better.
They tried to fix that in the second season, actually.
I don't care.
And I was like,
I'll
okay.
go back on it.
But I think it comes from a place of entitlement. I hate to say it.
Arrogance.
I hate to be negative.
It's nothing to go into. If I remade friggin' Beauty and the Beast, and I was like, I want the Beast to like go out into the city and make friends with everybody. Like my thought process had to be like, oh, this is it.
I feel like it's like a fan fiction thing. Like, but what if this happens? Yeah, I love the original, but this is kind of a cool idea. Then they realize, oh wait, it doesn't work because I didn't show any of what inspired this in the first place.
And then not even that, to finish it and then send it out to the people and be like, oh yeah, no, this is it.
Yeah, that's a good point. You have to get through so many stages of clears and checks, and then
I
it's
think
still
it
released.
becomes too big to fail. I think that's kind of like there's already so much money put in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we gotta.
But then you have stuff like the Odyssey where it just goes amazingly and it's selling so well. And everyone's like, see, you can have some changes. You're like, why is Odysseus?
It didn't really change too much. If you really said like
pansy ass loser.
Okay, I look, but what I mean is that like the Odyssey, as much as I have my gripes about it, it really didn't change as much as people were complaining
No, it
about.
didn't change nearly as much people pretended it did. Like people tried to act like the journey was like out of order and stuff didn't happen. And I think overall,
like people have interpreted Odysseus, like you've said, in multiple ways.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, I have my gripes about how the movie was done, but people have blown it out of proportion.
The biggest thing is like they're talking in American accents and not even heightened American, like Michael Kramer. They're over here like,
yeah,
man, we've been on this effing beach forever, dog.
Let's go, guys.
Man. Or that person like, we're Greeks. From Greece? You might have heard of us at our Trojan invasion. What? Bro, I haven't heard about it, bro.
I personally don't enjoy that stuff, but I don't think, just to be fair, I don't think it's as bad as people are making out to be.
No,
but
I think it's honestly more funny. That one, I think you have to take a Jamal method without a shadow of a doubt. If you're, okay, first off, let's not pretend like everybody in the continental United States is some sort of classicist who is super well versed in every translation of Homer and has like above adept knowledge in everything. They're not. I'm not. He's not.
I love that
Josh
someone was going like, man, when they killed the suitors, spoiler alerts, I guess for anyone who doesn't know the story. When he kills the suitors, he should have killed the handmaids too, because of the classic.
He should have. Let's be real though. But
and I'm
that's
like,
okay.
Do we really want to show our characters slaughtering women?
Yeah, hang them all.
Like,
because that's Odysseus. Like, first off, these people betrayed him.
I understand, but like,
and then they slept with the suitors.
But here's the thing, like
that's what happened in the book.
And I agree with you.
Get them the heck out of here.
But like, let's go off classical Greek understanding. How much of those women actually had a choice?
I don't know.
These were armed men. And I'll just leave it at that. And
okay,
like,
but we have to go by that the classical Greek understanding. If you go by today's understanding, like, well, I mean, you were gone for 10 years. I mean, what are you going to do? I'm going to go after your wife too.
No, I understand. But what I'm saying is that, do you want to show a whole bunch of women getting slaughtered on screen?
No, you can do it off screen. You can say like they were hanged or something like that.
It definitely,
you don't need to be like, I stripped the flesh from their bones. It became the feast upon
I can understand why they decided not to.
Yeah, my thing was like Christopher Nolan's like, it was just too barbaric and misogynistic to show in modern audiences. Bro, then don't show the Odyssey, bro. And then people are like, oh my gosh, the worst thing, and people are like, don't you feel bad? Like they just showed up and they hurt the giant. They hurt the Cyclops, that poor guy. Bro, he ate 2 of my men, all right? Let's get it popping. Okay, yeah. We don't want to be here.
The musical epic does a much better job of that, of showing like when you do evil to another, you know, like what is
and the whole problem. Let me just get this out because I haven't seen the movie. I just know all this because people spoil everything these days. In the movie, Christopher Nolan says he could not make the "I'm nobody" thing work. The most famous line of the entire Odyssey. I'm nobody. And then he reveals he can't help himself. His hubris gets the better of him. Like, it wasn't nobody, it was me, Odysseus. And it's kind of a play on the Greek nobody and Odysseus being close to each other and the social standing. And he couldn't handle being nobody. But it doesn't even happen. Why does he even get waylaid? They don't have any of the goddesses, and like they don't even confirm they're there. They're like kinda
Athena
maybe
shows
there.
up.
Huh?
Athena shows up.
Yeah, Athena kind of shows up. There you go. And then she shows up in a visions of like, oh, it's Athena, and she's taking the place of a person. Look what you've done. But that's just to show, like, man, I'm such a tortured modern individual. I'm Batman. Look at what I've done.
I'm Batman.
What if? Look at the suffering I've caused. Bro, shut up. Like, first off, I have seen translations of Odysseus like that. Actually, the supposed translation that he used, Emily Wilson berated the film. She
Yes,
was
I
way
saw
worse.
that. She was
going
like
crazy. She said you should be ashamed, and she was disgusted by this. I was like,
I
whoa,
love that
whoa,
one
whoa.
of her
didn't write the
critiques
epic, you
is
were a
there was
translator.
not enough sex, and there was not enough food.
Yeah, I think that was like, yeah, that was
And
like,
I was like, what?
at the end of her thing, she also added that. Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah. I don't
it
know.
is interesting. Like,
It's really funny when people bring up the Cyclops and like, what a poor guy, bro. Percy Jackson took care of it, okay? Confirmed,
talking-
canonical end to Polyphemus. Right? I was there.
but it is like, it is interesting how some things really bother us with stories and some things don't. Because, like, I
Yeah.
was saying all this stuff, but then I was like, I wasn't too bothered by it. But clearly, Tom was.
No,
You know,
I just honestly, I kind of went into Jamal's thing and I was thinking to myself, well, one, this has been translated so many times. And then two, I kind of just have to accept this is an alternate universe version of this event. I just think of it like that.
Yeah.
Like, if there's infinite timelines, this is the one we got. And try to enjoy it as best you can. But also recognize, man, it would have really been cool if he just dropped the, who am I? Who blinded you? Nobody. Nobody
Yeah.
did that.
It's just such a classic part of the
Yeah,
Odysseus
I'm nobody.
story.
Nobody's hurting me. Nobody's hurting him. Okay.
Then leave
it's
us
dumb, but
alone.
who cares? Okay. It's a bunch of cyclopes on an island. Also, why are the giants like wearing
plate
armor?
mail?
They're supposed to be like throwing
Yeah,
boulders
full
and stuff.
plate
and
mail.
whatever. Like, how did you guys forge this?
I mean,
Whatever.
I guess like you could be like, oh, they're mythical, so it doesn't matter. But it really is jarring to see like dudes in
Full
full
plate?
plate mail.
Yeah.
And look, it doesn't have
We'll
to
go
be
watch
perfectly
it. I have no
historically
idea what
accurate.
actually happens. I've just seen people complain or say it's amazing. So I'm like, yeah. I do love Matt Damon, by the way. Let me get this out of the way. I know we've gone in our thing. I don't even know if we've stayed on topic really, because
we
we're supposed to
haven't.
talk about
We've
less about adaptation and more about can we handle the friction between characters as they like bash your character with criticisms. No. Okay. That's our answer. But yeah, imagine if someone added something like a character's with you in the avatar saying like, man, what a loser you are, Aang. You ran away? You're a little bitch. Well, but I'm doing my best. Screw you, Aang. Man, what a selfish punk you are. The avatar should have been there. And then it's not just one-off person. It's someone who's with you for hours. Like, will you
at
shut
least
up
want
and
them
let
to,
me
like-
airbend?
Just constantly nagging.
Yeah.
well, kind of in a small
Aang,
way.
you did your best. Yeah, that's
In a-
right, Sokka. No, Sokka, shut up. He's a little punk. Ball ass.
In a way, Toph was kind of that way, but
But
it was
Toph
for
wasn't
a
like that in the
purpose.
original. All right.
Well,
She
no, I
was-
mean, like Toph was kind of like, oh, you need to toughen up. You're not like,
but she's like, hey,
ready for
Twinkle
the-
Toes. Like, she just doesn't give him special treatment. She's
Yeah,
not over
and
here like
I think that's a good way to do it. Like, I think the
Massaging
original
Aang.
show
I see what you're
did it
saying.
really well with Toph.
this person's like criticizing him every second. Like,
Yeah,
dang, that was
no.
pretty good. Aang, I almost believe the BS they talk about the
And
Avatar these days.
And I think you have to be very careful how you design that character, because if you design them in a certain way
Yeah.
that audiences can even correlate with political
Woke?
views
Yeah.
or
If they, I feel like some of the criticism would have been gone if it was a guy, but people would have just straight up killed him every chance they got.
yeah, no, I mean, unfortunately, due to how the world has gone, it did her no favors that the character was a girl.
Yeah.
I think you were so right, Joshua, that the way to go about not even belittling, but like making someone less than is to treat them normal. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
everyone around them, and especially in like books or movies or games or whatever, they're kind of the supporting cast. So they're like your yes man. You know, they're like
Yeah.
always like, you're doing great. We're gonna follow you no matter what. If
You're
you
like
have
tough.
somebody that's gonna treat them normal and then let them know when they're wrong, but also make some good stuff in them too. I think that's what it is. You need a mixture of both.
Well said.
Because if you're just badgering me for every time, I'm not gonna why would I even care about you? But if
Well,
Yeah.
you're,
especially
like,
if the character
honest with
doesn't
me
Yeah.
change. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
that's the best instance. If you need to have a character for whatever reason that is really critical of you, let's work up to it or give me a reason that makes sense.
I'll put it this way. Let's take the characters of Aragorn, Legolas, and Boromir. Legolas is super supportive of Aragorn. Boromir is super critical, but like it's not like in the middle of a fight or in the middle of a
You remember who
tense
these people
moment.
are?
Mhm.
Boromir is just going like, I don't
Yeah.
think you're the real king of Gondor. And like the orcs are like knocking down the door. No, they're getting ready to fight. And then
they're in the mines of Moria. While we're at it, you little you should die here with them.
but then I think that like another important thing is change and growth.
Yeah.
That we
Yes.
see
Yes.
we see
Haynes-
Boromir change and he's like, you are my king,
But
I would
do you
follow
know why
you.
it works? One, that because the change of growth, exactly, Josh. Well said. And you mentioned that too for Toph, because she treats Aang like a normal person. She doesn't overly be mean to him, but she's not overly nice.
But then she grows to respect him even more
But
as
in
time
Lord of the
goes
Rings,
on.
it's not like all of a sudden we made Lord of the Rings remastered. And this time we're putting
They
Butch
tried.
McComplainerson in here, and she's at the council, and you have my axe. Well, your axe ain't anything, you little short little punk. I hate all y'all. You're a bunch of losers. I'm over here showing you how it's really done. I've been out here. You guys are a freaking bunch of scrubs. Who are you? I'm entitled loser. Nice to meet you, punk.
Every elf
Who's this
ever.
Frodo
No, I'm
short
kidding.
ass little?
Like no, but I get what you're saying. Like it's important to
If
like
Avatar: Last Airbender, there's the fourth cast member. I don't like these bald.
You don't want every character to like every character, but there is a level of like hate and shade that's too
Percy
much.
Jackson. I don't care if you're Poseidon. I mean, think about Annabeth. They pushed it up a little bit in the live action, but Annabeth was like, I wouldn't say critical of Percy, maybe a little bit, but she had this idea of like, I've waited for my chance to do this for years, Jackson, and you're over here complaining. You got your quest immediately. All right, we all need a chance to prove ourselves. And one live action, she's criticizing him all the time. But
going along with that, I think Hermione is also a really good character. Like she's like not critical, but like she is a character that like will be like, no, this is stupid. You should not do like, but like she's not written in a way that she's annoying.
In the live action, she has a reputation of being like a stuck up, especially the first couple movies. But they do a much better job of like, but she loves her friends.
She's lovable.
And like she's doing it for the best intentions. She's like, you're impossible, Ron. But she's also like,
yeah, like
she'll help him out anyway, and they'll work together.
It never feels like she's just demeaning Ron to demean him. She's
you
just
know
like,
that
Ron.
spell?
Yeah, like she's just like, Ron, that's a horrible idea. And like,
even in the moments where, first off, I love Harry Potter. I've only loved Harry Potter more as I've gotten older. But to be completely honest with you, throw us way off topic. But there's a moment in you can probably correct me if I'm wrong. Well, the second one? No. It was the first one. But there's something in the second one too we can talk about. But the first movie where she's going home for Christmas and they're playing like wizard chess. And she's like, talking about how barbaric it is.
Yeah,
in the book,
one.
she also talks about like it's impressive that he's this good at wizard chess, but why is the one thing he's this good at so barbaric?
Yeah.
But it's like a criticism mixed with like a bit nice compliment, and she acknowledges that Harry, like Ron especially, is incredibly good at chess.
it feels like you or me talking to each other, where we may like be like,
Yeah.
I hate that you're good at that because I don't like it, but it's done in a way that it doesn't feel like I am just like hateful of
Jamal
everything
is
that you
wrong.
are. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel where like in some stories it really does feel like these characters
Hate
are
you.
just being, and I think
And I feel bad. I'm like, what do I do? I don't want to
Well, I
hang
think
out with
it's
you. I want to enjoy
it,
my game. I feel kind of
I
bad.
think it
Like I've been turned back into a teenager. Like, I don't want you around. Go away. You're back?
well,
Oh,
I
man.
think it also is just really jarring because it
Yeah.
almost feels like it's the author's voice coming through and like
Making fun of you.
bashing this character that you love, and
Yeah,
you're
that's why I
like,
don't like The Last of Us 2 at all.
oh my
I can't
goodness, same.
stand that game. I think it's trash. Because the
Well, I
first
think
minute,
that's another
like,
thing
it'd be
because
thrown on
like
his head. No, Joel was wrong. Yeah, he was wrong. I agree. But don't murder him and then make her gameplay better than Ellie's the entire time. So to
I
try
think
to
Joel is
make me want to be her
100%
character.
justified. I think Joel is 100% justified. If that was going to happen to my daughter, I'd go in
No,
guns blazing.
I mean, I can fully understand why he did it. It's not justified at all.
But
Like
here's the point. We're
said yes.
supposed to disagree about it.
I mean, yeah.
That was
But
the
don't
problem
make me
with the
out to
second
be some
game.
loser for being Joel.
Well,
Like
the
he got
second
what he
game,
deserved.
the problem with the second game is that it picked a side.
Yeah, it picked a
Because
side
the
from the
first game was
beginning.
supposed to be like,
Oh my gosh, what will be the consequences of this? Oh my gosh.
You're supposed to sit there and be like, was Joel right? Was Joel wrong? Like we were supposed to stay up at night and think about it and argue about it. And then all of a sudden the next game goes like, he was evil and wrong and he shouldn't have done it, and now he's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, and it goes beyond that. Like even in the gameplay loop, whatever her name is, Abby, like her gameplay admittedly was way more fun to me. I had much better weapons. It was faster paced. I still like Ellie's actor a lot more, so she had a lot of good acting moments.
I mean,
in that
the
game.
actress who Laura Bailey is amazing, and she killed it as Abby. I just feel bad
and she doesn't get her revenge. Like revenge is bad, but she got everything she wants, and she gets away.
Yeah, see that's
murder this
issue.
person.
Like it goes like, oh, she gets to get away because her revenge was okay and justified because Joel sucked.
Yeah,
and I'm
it
like,
almost felt like it wasn't the exact same example where like it's a Halo and you're inserting like a placement into a pre-existing game.
I think it's
or
worse.
It's like a live action adaptation where you have to suspend your disbelief. It's a sequel, and the author has stepped into the past of your decisions, been like, you were wrong, you die. Now the gameplay loop that you love the most, your father-daughter thing, is gone. The connection where you're wondering where this is going to go is gone, and you were in the wrong, and you don't get your revenge. So everything you were working for in this game was for nothing. You're supposed to feel empty.
I don't have a problem with Joel dying. I think it's actually really interesting
if
that Joel dies for what he did. I just don't think it should have been like.
I thought he was going to sacrifice himself at the end, and that's what I expected.
I don't think it should have been. I was even fine with Joel dying at the beginning. Well, my issue was that they were like, Joel was wrong to do this. I think it should have been left like, I think Ellie to the end should have been like, I don't know.
I don't know, but I love my dad or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he loved me so much. He was willing to make this choice. And I don't know if he was right.
No,
I don't know if he was
wrong. To me,
it
was the wrong decision, obviously. Like,
and that's fine. I think that like it should be something that we should be able to argue about.
But I'd do it.
My issue is that like the writer just came in and was like,
I've made
this was what was right.
Yeah. I mean, you even see it in. We're going way off topic. We'll end soon. Don't worry, everybody. My favorite game. Some of my favorite
You'll be
series.
Safe soon.
Borderline, my favorite series of video games made by that director in part is Uncharted. And this idea throughout the entire series is he's searching for riches and fame. He achieves it. Like everybody knows by the fourth game that he's Nathan Drake. He's done all this stuff. He didn't bring back these cities with him because of course, they get destroyed. But in the end, it's like he decides not only like, I want to have this life with my family. I don't want to be out here. I might not come back.
Those are his riches. It's beautiful.
Like, and then not only that, like this doesn't matter to me as much as getting home.
Yeah.
And like, even the stuff that matters to me so much, is it really worth you and I fighting over right now? And he's like, no, we're finishing it, Drake. Like, I don't want to do this. Okay, I don't even care. You can have it. You're on the boat.
Yeah.
And then they also bring up these moments of like, look how many people you've killed. Yeah, they were trying to kill you. They were the bad guys, but you've killed dozens of people. You're not a good guy. And he's like, I was on the defensive, but yeah, I'm not a good guy. Like, I regret some of this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
how
it was
far
done
more
right,
beautiful
in
and a
my opinion.
long-term thing. I think it's dang near a perfect series. I don't think
third one was a bit
I don't
rough,
ever want to see a
but,
fifth one, to be completely honest with you, because I don't
No.
know if they can do it. If they're like, Nathan Drake is back, his daughter gets kidnapped.
Didn't they make a fifth one?
Yeah, but it's
They-
like a in
okay,
between. It's like
but-
Lost Legacy with Chloe and
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
girl who beat up
I'd
Nathan
be-
the Fourth
I would be okay with like Uncharted, like
with his daughter.
with his
I'm picking up the
daughter,
mantle.
or
I don't
like
care what Dad learned.
or Uncharted with different characters, or doing Uncharted stories in between.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense to me to continue
but I don't
without
think
Nathan
that they
Drake.
should. Nathan Drake needs to be with Elena and like settle
Yeah.
down, because he has found his true treasure. And
Yeah,
that's
no,
his
if something
family.
happens to Dragon and he has to go, because it was kind of like that with his brother, but he kind of just decided to go on this adventure with him to help
But
him
that's
out.
because a part of him was
If it's like a Taken thing,
yeah.
and
I
someone's
could
like
see-
planning, like, I need Nathan Drake, I can't achieve this without Nathan Drake, and they need Nathan Drake.
I could
and fine,
see
go out
one
there.
with his daughter and him kind of acting as a Sully, and like, we should not be here. I just came to take you home, and then he gets like stuck on this adventure thing. I could see that happening. I'd be
Yeah.
all right with that, but
Or he becomes the Sully. Yeah,
I can't see him doing it over and over again. I feel like that would be a once.
this
and
is such a
done.
random offshoot.
At least we're like we're sticking to like
it's
an
close.
area.
I just
you know
love,
what I mean?
I kind of want to just do a playthrough of that on a channel of all
That'd
the
be fun.
Uncharted games.
I
It's-
think
No, it's not going to be fun because let's be completely real. I have never raged more in my life playing a game than playing through Uncharted 1 and 2
really
and dying. I
one could
died
be-
in the Tibetan village in Uncharted 2 running from that stinking tank so many times. My
I love
mom
two.
had to leave because I was like,
Two-
I was telling her, like, look how cool these games. She loved the first one. I was raging. I was like, I can't do it, Mom. You can look it up. You can look it
Two-
up. I can't. I don't want you to think poorly
Two is
of
my
me.
favorite. I love
2 is my
the story
favorite
of
game,
2.
yes. But some of those older games, they control rough.
Oh yeah.
Rough.
But,
and I
you
love
know,
the story. I'll watch someone else play it. I watched
But,
them all
I
play
mean,
it.
I was playing
audience,
it last
what-
year, actually.
You
what
played
do
through
you
them all
think?
last year?
Just the first two.
Oh, okay.
Then the girl. I started the girl one, and I got like
I actually like that game. I
20
never
minutes
finished
in,
it.
and I just
I tried to
You're not
transition
Nathan
this
Drake.
audience. I'm sorry. They're on their talk.
Woman?
say it again.
I was trying to transition us. I was like, but audience with you, and you guys just kept talking about Uncharted.
But audience, what do you think? We don't care, okay? That's what you think about Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right? That's what this conversation is culminated in. Why do you think it's the best video game series ever? It is better than
wow.
God of War, let's be honest, because God of War unfortunately ruined itself with Ragnarok.
I personally agree.
All right? It's like if they made Uncharted 5 and they're like, guess what? We're going to ruin these characters. We're ruining it right now. Everything we built up in the last game, which was admittedly pretty good.
Oh yeah, God of War 2018 was
Yeah,
great.
I don't think it's as good as the original trilogy, in my opinion, because I don't think it has the same energy to me when I play it.
I
Like,
like
I
it 'cause
want
it's
to
different,
be
but,
Kratos and
like-
Aphrodite's right there. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm stupid like that.
But I will say,
Hassan barely has a verbal argument with me. Die.
You say
Um,
what, Joshua?
I think everything could have been solved in God of War Ragnarok if they split it into 2 games.
Hmm.
It just felt so rushed. And Odin sucked. But
Odin,
other
yeah.
than that, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that a negative character can be written in a way that they're not this abrasive, annoying
Yeah.
thing?
Is it great on your opinion no matter what? If you, as the point of view character, whether it's in a video game or movies or television, I know a lot of people, and it could be, we talked about remakes, it could be live action or not. Just the other day, I saw people talking about how some of the characters in the Top Gun movies, or not Top Gun, Mission Impossible movies, I just can't get with it. I'm a fan of the original TV show. I never thought
I
about it from
do.
that perspective.
I love the original TV show.
Yeah. But are there things that you see from your past redone nowadays that grate on you? Are there characters added into stuff that you've loved that just they treat one of your favorite characters terribly and you just can't watch the show because when they show up, whether it's good writing or not, you just can't deal with this constant derision? Let us know. And
Oh,
if there was somebody in my real life like that, don't even talk to me. If you want to have a conversation and tell me what your problem is, wonderful. I would love to hear about that. Don't just make off comments at me and then not
then
want to
once and
talk.
done, like once and done. Let's
It's kind
just get
of
it
what
all
Jamal
out.
talks about. We're like, okay, you want to have a discussion about the problem? No, I don't want to talk. Then why are we doing this?
No, I hate that.
Get out of my sights.
So I want to make a proposition to everybody. I'm thinking next week having a really interesting topic, much more
Death.
organized. I'm going to see if my wife can get on, and we are going to discuss women in fiction.
Some best examples, or are we talking about like should they be there?
I want to talk about. I want to break it down to 3 things. I want to break it down into what is a writer's responsibility in writing women.
None.
I want to talk about good examples. I want to talk about bad examples, and I want to talk about the extreme ideals that audiences have put on women characters. I don't want to say any more than that because I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's something that I just need Abby on here because I do not want it to be 3 dudes
I don't know how we're
arbitrarily
identifying
making
that
rules.
episode.
Huh?
They don't know how we're identifying that episode.
Oh, you're right. We could all say we're women. You're right. It's just something I've been thinking more about since having a daughter. I'm like, what do I think about this?
You ask her.
She will say, She likes to go,
I knew you'd take her side. Get her out of here. To the pits.
You're either with me or against me.
Undo the baptism.
Reverse
gotta
baptism
go back.
technique. But yeah, so I was thinking we'd talk about that next week. We'll see. We'd probably have to get a babysitter. Maybe my parents would be willing to watch her.
Your parents join in too.
They keep saying they want to watch, but then they don't. They don't
That's
love me as
okay.
much as Jamal's mom loves Jamal.
You better.
I'm joking. If my parents are watching, I know I know you're busy. I'm just
Yeah. Shout out to Jamal's mom.
Yeah.
For giving him that moment.
Yeah.
I know you saw him through the peephole and you're thinking like, oh, he's gonna want some sort of reaction here. Let me put on. Let me show him where he got his acting skills from.
Acting techniques.
Oh my gosh,
this guy,
my boy! I saw you coming. All right.
But anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. Talking about next week.
Yeah.
We'll try to do our little medium in week thing. If it comes up, we'll let you guys know.
It doesn't have to be nerdy too when we do this sort of thing.
Yeah,
I've talked to Jamal multiple times of just doing like little things we do. Like when we made the meads, I thought that was good as content. And then the second time, the execution was rough because it was just us complaining.
Yeah, it was.
I was thinking to myself, maybe we do a shorter episode of something. It doesn't even have to be a Soul Oasis podcast episode.
Yeah.
With stuff we just try
out. I think fun thing like that could really...
We could do it at other locations. If I got permission, I could probably film it at like one of the tea places that he brought me to, or we can do it while having a hot pot.
Yeah.
I mean, people do that in real life streams all the time.
IRL. Anywho, yeah, send us if you want to see a game streamed. Like maybe we do like a book club video game thing. That seems like it'd be fun.
Yeah,
where we like
could
play
do
to
that.
a certain point and then discuss it together.
We live stream going over to Josh and then seeing him in person.
Or we could even
that
do one of
will
those...
be happening pretty soon here. I don't want to do too many spoiler alerts, but you will see us all on one couch at some point.
Yeah, or we can do one of those like one shot, like one take game things, y'all.
Yeah.
Do.
What's that?
I think that could be fun.
Like like a game where it's just one run through and it's real quick,
A shorter game, like almost an episodic game.
You mean like in one sitting?
Mm-hmm. You remember like how we were at the apartment and we had like a story game, but it was only like
you mean like a one-shot story where we're sitting here on the couch doing a role-playing thing.
Yeah, or anything. Just something
Anything.
quick.
Alice
Yeah.
is dead or Alice is missing. Where is she? Alice is missing.
Oh yeah, one of those two.
Oh, we could
Yeah.
try that sometime and just have the
Yeah.
thing on the screen. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting. Like,
Yeah,
let
we
us
already
know.
did the
Let us
story.
know. That could be
Why
fun.
did I reach her both times? Y'all can't be bothered to get to this person's location.
Well, the last time
tried.
we were trying to get those cards because we didn't get them the first
I'm like,
time.
okay, I guess I'll go there. And I was like, who's closest? You. I just left. Alice, no. And the freaking axe
First
were
time I
coming at
got
me.
messed
Oh,
up,
crap.
remember?
Yeah, you.
I-
Oh, yeah.
I-
And the second one, you were fighting like a freaking battle against
First
somebody.
one I fought about.
Oh, yeah.
Second one I went crazy.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I saved the day both times. I didn't want to say anything.
Or
You're
our
right.
closing remarks.
Yes, closing remarks. Let's end this.
Let's not even
messy-
do our own separate ones. Let's just do it as a group.
Oh, I was like, I thought
wanna
you
see if
saying
we
we
can
should
collaborate
switch, like
here.
me do Jamal's closing statement.
Let me
have
see
the
what you
same
got,
thing.
Joshua. Close me out.
Oh, okay. I'm Jamal.
Oh,
Remember,
That's not what I meant,
I know.
be kind to people. Go
Yeah.
do something nice for somebody. Drink your apple juice. I endorse war crimes.
oh yeah. He thought your episode of War when we were talking about that was really funny.
Oh, what is
He's like, he just said like Jamal's just a war criminal
Why?
because you were like, I want to see people expand their territory today.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I even
Yeah,
commented
yeah,
on the
we-
video. I was like,
you were like,
Jamal
Mexico and Canada are
confirmed
already
war
ours,
criminal or
essentially. Let's
something.
just take all South America.
We should. I stand by it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
All right, how did I do? Was that
You
a
did
good
okay?
Jamal?
Actually, I give it like an 80%. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay. All right.
I hope that y'all go out there and that y'all make tomorrow different than it was. Tomorrow different than it was today. And make yesterday in the past. Leave it there because today is a different day. You're awesome. You are amazing. And we all need to hear that sometimes. So go out there, go say hello to somebody and go encourage your neighbor. Go get them a bottle of water. It's hot outside. It's
It's
about to
hot.
be like 100 degrees soon.
A bottle of water?
Stay
It's been 100
hydrated. A bottle of
degrees some
water,
places.
please. Give them a
A
bottle of
bottle of
water. But no, honestly, I think that we have the capability of writing not evil, people that brash others in a harmful intent. For example, I think one way that I don't think we talked about that could have been really good is let's say we had somebody that was going hard on Master Chief, right? And we didn't know why, right? Let's say the girl, if we were like, this girl is going hard on Master Chief, this girl is saying Master Chief sucks, this, that, and the third, whatever it is. And I think it's better if it's from an outside point of view, right? Like if Toph was just going hard on Aang and Katara was like, bro, why do you handle this, Aang? Why do you keep her around, Aang? You let her talk trash about you all the time. Why is that? And Aang came up and was like, yeah, she's talking trash, but this is why. Like we have some more background story of like, she's going hard on me, but
I killed her brother.
this is also
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
she's going hard on me, but I also know she does this, that, and the third. So I keep her around because though she is telling me I suck, she's also saving the world or something. I don't know. If we had like
Yeah.
a good backside story, I think that's another way to keep a character around that is
It
terrible.
has to come to some sort of understanding towards a longer period of time. I think
Well
is
said.
the better way. If you have something from the get-go just going crazy on a character,
Yeah.
it has to reach some sort of understanding with the characters around them. Like, hey, this is why this person's doing this.
Yeah,
And that's
it
why I
has to.
haven't capped them right here and now.
All right, Dom, you got to do my checkout.
Well, he did his own and then you did his. So
I know I was a little confused. I was a little thrown
yeah,
off.
I just meant like let's add comments together. As,
Oh, so I'm just the only one who does another one's checkout.
Yeah.
That's what you
No,
said.
no, you did it, and I enjoyed it. But I think I had
you can
to,
also give your own checkout now,
I had to
Josh,
give
if you want.
100%.
Fine.
You know,
You're fine. Again, I'm so happy to be on here. Thank you for dealing with our rambling. I promise my wife will come back on at some point and whip us all into shape.
please.
We love you all. You are amazing. And feel free to add suggestions of stuff you want to see. We are eager to try things. We want to try to grow things out, and we have some ideas. But again, we are stuck in our own perspective. So we would love you guys' perspectives. Can't promise we'll make them all work, but we
Yeah.
will think about them and try.
Well
Yes.
said. I just want to say thank you for joining us this week. We hope you've had a wonderful week. Let us know what you've been up to. Let us know what you plan to be up to in this coming week. Watch on Spotify, watch on YouTube, share, like, subscribe. Send it out there, all right? Add to the journey on this oasis. We've had, I think about, what was it, like 80,000 views on this channel. So we've seen it.
Oh,
We got
amazing.
we got some
That's pretty
people out
great for
here.
just 3 goofballs talking.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't worry, I'll get a haircut sometime soon. I'm thinking by the next episode, I should have something for you guys.
Your hair looks good.
Oh, don't lie. It's okay.
I'm not.
I don't have a pick. I only have a comb, so I can't really do anything.
Oh, okay.
Drink some tea, preferably hot. I know it's hot outside, but put your air conditioning on. Waste some money, you know? Or maybe if you want to save some money, lay on the
Heard it here
floor.
first.
I don't know. I kind of like it. Sweep up a little bit, get yourself an area, maybe a blanket, grapes, and then be like, boom, Sicily. Like you're just there in your living room. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion.
Needle safety, guys.
Oh yeah, be
Be
careful. Don't
with
poke a
them.
needle through
They
your
hurt
finger.
a lot.
Yeah, if you end up having butterfingers or just some sort of weird twitch,
Yeah.
like me, don't send it through an appendage. I don't know.
I can tell you it hurts a lot, and the shock you feel seeing something
Yeah.
go straight through your body is
But
not a good feeling.
if you do end up doing that on accident or on purpose, hopefully not on purpose, but if it's on purpose, send us a picture. I'm not even requesting it. I'm demanding it. That's part of the payment for being part of this expedition.
Finger
Yeah,
pics.
send us a picture if it happens to happen of the needle going through your finger. I know. Remember the kids in elementary school or middle school used to like get the loose skin on the end and they put like a needle or a pencil through it. They're like, look, oh, it's through my. Yeah, I want to see you guys do that.
I can tell you from
Harmless,
experience,
but weird.
the first thing you're thinking when there is a needle sticking through your finger entirely is not, oh, I got to take a picture of this.
That's the first thing I would think of.
The first thing I thought of is like,
all the way through?
Yeah, all the way through.
And then I'd take a selfie and then like a really good 4K image. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Let us know how you want us to change some of the live streams. I can look at some of the options on there, so you can put some animations. I can add a third screen to put some games or examples of what we're talking about here as well. Music, whatever the case may be. Let us know how you like us to spice things up here on this expedition. But until next time, this has been Soul Oasis. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you later.